A moment ARMY never imagined has finally happened. Jungkook, the youngest member of the phenomenal group BTS, appeared before the public with a shocking confession, revealing the emotional wounds he had been keeping hidden all this time. This moment not only shook the hearts of his fans, but also sparked a wide global discussion about the pressure a world-class superstar has to bear, even after just returning from his national duty. Since July 15th, Jungkook officially took off his military uniform, marking the end of his nearly 2-year mandatory service. Many thought this moment would be a turning point full of happiness for the Golden Magne. However, the reality revealed has left fans heartbroken. In a private internal meeting that leaked to the media, Jungkook was seen unable to hold back his tears as he shared his deepest feelings with the staff and management team. "I know everyone has been waiting for this moment, the moment I return, but honestly, I am not as strong as you think," he said with a trembling voice. Those words made the room fall silent, with only his soft sobs filling the air, unable to be restrained any longer. All this time, Jungkook was known as someone strong, always smiling in front of cameras, giving encouragement to millions worldwide. Yet, this confession opened the curtain on a dark side rarely seen by the public. He spoke about the loneliness that struck him during his service, the deep sense of loss, and the trauma that resurfaced after a stalker incident that nearly threatened his safety. "Sometimes I feel like I have no place to breathe," he admitted softly. "I love you all, but there are moments when I feel afraid of all the attention, afraid of all the expectations placed on me." One thing Jungkook revealed was the deep trauma caused by the incident in June 2025, when a fanatic fan attempted to break into his home just weeks before finishing his military duty. The event was reported by BBC News and drew international attention. "At that time, I truly felt unsafe, even in the place that should have been safest for me," Jungkook said tearfully. "Since that incident, I often wake up at night, afraid that someone might come in and hurt me." This confession opened many eyes to the dangers of excessive fanaticism and how vulnerable a global artist can be while constantly under public scrutiny. Not just physically, but mentally. The burden someone like Jungkook carries is never truly seen behind the flashing lights of cameras and grand stages. After nearly 2 years of waiting, fans hoped Jungkook's return would mark a new chapter of happiness for BTS and ARMY. Yet, this emotional revelation has raised a big question. Is Jungkook truly ready to return to the entertainment world full of pressure? Rumors circulating suggest that HYBE, BTS's agency, is considering postponing some of Jungkook's solo and group activities to give him more time for mental recovery. An internal source said, "Jungkook's condition is our top priority. We don't want to force him back if he's not ready." Even so, the agency has yet to issue an official statement, leaving the public with unanswered questions about the idol's future and BTS's long-awaited comeback schedule. The moment Jungkook cried and shared his heartfelt confession touched millions worldwide. Many fans admitted they felt guilty for not realizing the weight their idol had been carrying. A fan wrote on X, "We always wanted him to smile, but maybe we forgot that he's a human being who can hurt too." A video showing Jungkook wiping his tears is now going viral on multiple platforms. In the clip, he softly says, "I just want to be a happy Jungkook, not a Jungkook who always has to be strong." These words instantly became a widely shared quote, making many realize that behind BTS's big name, there is a young man silently fighting his own battles. Although this news leaves a painful mark on ARMY's hearts, the flood of support from all over the world is hoped to give Jungkook the strength to rise again. Fans have committed to giving him the space and time he needs to heal emotionally. Now, all eyes are on Jungkook's next step and BTS's future. Will he take a longer break before returning to the stage? Will BTS's reunion plans later this year still go as scheduled? These questions remain unanswered, but one thing is certain. Millions of hearts around the world are now determined to protect and cherish the Golden Magne in a healthier, more loving way. After Jungkook's confession spread widely, HYB immediately became the center of public attention. Many waited for an official statement, but as of this report, the agency only released a short line through its representative. "We are aware of the immense attention to Jungkook's recent statement. At this time, Our main focus is the mental health and well-being of our artist. We ask for the public's understanding to give him the space and time he needs. This statement only raised more questions among fans. Why were there no concrete actions before, if Jungkook had been secretly carrying such a heavy emotional burden? Why was the stalker incident that threatened his safety not handled more seriously from the start? The hashtag #HYBSpeakUp began appearing on Platform X, with thousands of fans demanding the agency provide a more detailed explanation of the protective measures for their artist, especially after the house intrusion case involving Jungkook weeks ago that became international news. Not long after Jungkook's confession went viral, other BTS members began showing signals of support, though most did not directly mention the details of the matter. Suga, known for his wise words, wrote on Weverse, "No one can understand the weight of one's steps unless they walk in the same shoes. I am proud of Jungkook for having the courage to open up. We are always with him, no matter what." Jimin, known to be very close to Jungkook, was reportedly in tears upon hearing the confession. A staff member present at the scene said that Jimin repeatedly hugged Jungkook after the meeting and said, "You are not alone. You don't have to carry it all by yourself." Taeyong also gave a sign of support through his Instagram story, posting a picture of an evening sky with a short caption, "For you who always try to be strong, allow yourself to rest." Fans instantly linked this to Jungkook, knowing their long-standing closeness since BTS debut. Before this confession emerged, strong rumors suggested that BTS planned a massive reunion at the end of 2025 after all members had completed military service. But now, with Jungkook's emotional state revealed to the public, many question whether the plan will still go ahead. A renowned Korean entertainment journalist mentioned on a talk show that there is a possibility HYB will postpone BTS' major project to ensure Jungkook's mental health. ARMY surely wants BTS back, but everyone agrees that the artist's health is far more important than a comeback schedule, they said. Meanwhile, several music industry analysts believe that Jungkook's openness could actually become a turning point that strengthens the group. If they return after weathering this storm, the bond between BTS and ARMY will be stronger than ever, said a global music expert. Jungkook's confession not only drew tears but also sparked real action from fans. Hundreds of thousands of ARMY from various countries initiated a digital campaign titled #ProtectJungkook, demanding HYB enforce tighter security and maximum protection for the idol. An online petition urging the agency to provide 24-hour bodyguards and implement stricter security systems at Jungkook's home has gathered more than 3 million signatures in just 2 days. Many fans voiced that fame should never come at the cost of an artist's privacy and sense of safety. The K-pop industry has long been known for its packed schedules, high pressure, and immense expectations placed on its idols. But Jungkook's confession opened the world's eyes that behind dazzling success, there is a price to pay, often at the expense of neglected mental health. Several international media outlets, including The Guardian and Rolling Stone, published special articles discussing how Jungkook's revelation marks a turning point for Korea's entertainment industry. This challenges the long-standing narrative that idols must always be perfect. Jungkook showed his human side, and the world loves him for it, wrote a prominent music columnist. As of now, there is no certainty whether Jungkook will continue his public activities anytime soon. Some rumors suggest that he might take a long hiatus, even considering living abroad temporarily to find peace away from the spotlight. An insider source at HYB told the media, "Jungkook needs time to heal himself. We don't want to push him. All options are open at this time, including a long break." However, this statement only fueled more questions about whether this will affect BTS' long-awaited comeback plans.